Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm back with another top 5. This time it is on blushes, and this is a hard one because I love me some blush. But I am going to probably mention more than 5. So my top 5 will be more on the brand itself of that blush. And then I will probably mention within that brand my favorite shades or my favorite shade depending on the line. But if I mention more, don't worry, I'm not cheating. I'm still naming my top 5 blushes. All right. I don't need to explain anymore. Let's get into them. The first one has to, of course, go to Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. My favorite blush, my first luxury blush I think I ever owned, and I've loved it for years. It's really just my favorite. If I had to choose to get rid of every single blush I owned and only keep one, it would probably be the Tarte brand. This is a $28 blush and there are 16 shades within the range. I love this line because the pigmentation is so long lasting. It says it's a 12-hour blush. I honestly don't know if I've ever worn makeup for 12 hours straight, but I've come very close to that, and it always looks like applied perfectly. I'm wearing one right now. I'm wearing True Love today, and this one is just a true pink, and they just have such a good range of shades that are going to work for everybody. It's not like they have just a handful and they're more pinks. They have nudes and dark shades for deeper skins, and I just like the range and variety they have in their line. And the formula obviously is amazing. I have been wearing, like I said, this blush all day today, and it still looks like I just applied it. I just think they're awesome. They do come in different finishes. My 2 favorite shades out of the whole range is the one I've been holding up this whole time. It's True Love, my favorite pink shade. I just love this. It's so easy to wear. It's bold when you swatch it, but it is a very soft pink. And then you probably know I'm gonna say this one. It has to be Exposed. I love this shade. It is a gorgeous nudie blush shade, and it's so wearable. I think it would be a hard color if you are a deeper skin tone. It is more for a fair to medium maybe, and it just gives this nice little flush to my cheeks. I've used this so much. My little design is starting to wear away because I've used this religiously. The next blush has to go to Makeup Geek. I love these blushes. I have them, ignore these eyeshadows down here. I have them here in a Z palette because I get them in the pan instead of the compacts. They are $9.99 for the pan and $12.99. Yes, $12.99 for the compact. There are 9 shades in this range of Makeup Geek blushes, and there's a good variety. I haven't purchased them in a long time. I've had these for a while now, probably since they first launched within the line, but they're gorgeous. The pigmentation is amazing. I just love the quality. I have a bunch of different shades here that give beautiful tones on the cheeks. They are long wearing. They're not blotchy or anything like that. They're such a good quality, but with a cheaper price tag, which is what I love about it. And they are not as accessible as a drugstore because you have to get them online. That's the only thing. If you're not someone who shops online, then that's a downside. My favorite shades are definitely this one, which is Rendezvous. It's a gorgeous purpley pink, and I don't have anything else like it in my collection. I didn't even swatch the others, but I'll swatch randomly. This is such a gorgeous shade. I love this. It's this purpley pink. I forget to wear this. It's unbelievable. And this peach one here is one that I don't have in my collection. That's really great. It's Bliss. And it's just a soft, soft peach. You have to be fair to wear this, and you're probably not even going to see on the swatch, but it's just a lovely little color if you don't want to look like you're wearing any makeup at all. That's a beautiful shade. But yeah, definitely Makeup Geek. If you haven't tried them, check them out. On to some cream formulas, which I was going through my collection and I realized I have a lot of cream. I have a lot of cream blushes, and I think it's because I love that dewiness that a cream blush can give. However, I am picky about the formula. I do not want my cream blush to be sticky or tacky still after you've been wearing it for a good hour. I don't like that film it might leave, or greasy film. So my favorite, I think, out of all the cream blushes I have here has to go to the Stila Convertible color. I talked about these in my January favorites. I love these, and I only own two, so I can't speak to the whole color range, but they are $25 and there are 11 shades in their range. The two that I have is Tulip and Magnolia, but number one, Magnolia is hands down my favorite. Oh, I can't get enough of this shade. And when you look at it, you're like, ugh, that looks boring. That's not a blush. That's just, ugh, it's like tan. It's brown. It's boring. No, it is gorgeous. It's probably my favorite shade that I have in my whole collection because I have nothing like it and it looks so good. And yeah, even the swatch doesn't give it justice. Let me see if I can blend it out a little bit, but it's this one right here. It's gorgeous. Just trust me on this. I love it. And it doesn't leave a tackiness. It, you know, it's creamy and gives some good pigmentation, but then you pat it out and it just feels like skin. It's not a cream to powder. It can be used on the lips, which I don't actually like that formula for the lips. I prefer it on the cheeks. Gorgeous. The next one I want to talk about is one that kind of shocked me because I don't have a whole lot of drugstore blushes that I truly love. But if you're looking for a cream blush and you don't want to spend a whole lot, check out the Revlon ones. These are awesome. I love these, and I only have, I thought I had two, but I can't seem to find the other one. Maybe I just have one. Don't mind, it kind of looks a little grody because I use my finger sometimes, but this one that I have is, what shade is this? Flushed? Yeah, this one's flushed. It's so creamy. Let me find a spot here. And it just leaves almost like a stain. And when you put it on, it doesn't dry to a powder, but looks like skin, feels like skin. It's gorgeous, and it leaves like a stain. And I prefer getting, like, I don't have one in front of me, but get a stipple brush and apply it that way. If you don't want to use your fingers, they are gorgeous, and I wish they had more shades. They definitely have a deeper tone one that will be great for someone with deeper skin, but they're truly pigmented, and a little goes a long way, and I just like that effect it gives on the skin. I think this is a good one to wear when you're not wearing much makeup and you want to have just that little flush on the cheek. And don't be alarmed by this bright pink because it is very natural looking as long as you don't go too heavy-handed. But I had to give a shout out to the Revlon one because I've had this in my collection for a while and I really enjoy using it. And my last favorite goes to the Becca Beach Tint. Oh gosh, I love these little things. They're different as far as, you know, packaging. They come in these little squeezy tubes, and this is also a product that you can use on your lips and your cheeks just like the Stila Convertible one. These are the most unique formula and packaging and everything out of my whole collection I have for blushes, and I've used these so much. I found these a couple years back in the summertime, and I love it because it is water resistant. Not like I'm going to be putting on a full face of makeup and I'm going to go in swimming, but it's just nice to have something that's water resistant that's going to last a little longer, and it's such a lightweight formula. There are, how many? 8 shades, not a huge line, but big enough, and there's a good range. They are $25, and that's a tiny little thing. You do get 0.24 fluid ounces, but I'm kidding you. A little goes a long way. You don't need much. So I just squeezed out this tiny little dollop, and that's too much. If you can see, the pigmentation on these are insane. So this is too much. I would not even use this much for both cheeks. So this is gonna go a long way. This color is Lychee, and it's one that you may think, ooh, gross. That's hot pink. I'm not going to wear that. But if you notice this swatch where I blend it out, it's so much softer and more wearable, but it even like stains your fingers. It's such a gorgeous product. I love these, and it looks so good just to get your finger and tap it on. I love the finish of it. It feels like skin. It's not tacky. That's going to be pretty much the thing about all my cream products that I love. I don't like tacky cheeks. It's gross. I have Guava and Lychee, but my favorite is Guava. I love this shade. It's a beautiful peachy pink shade. It's very wearable, and I love these. They smell good too. They have like a fruitiness to them. It's a kind of a weird smell, but for some reason I like it. It makes me think of summer because I use these a lot in the summertime, and it's just easy packaging. look how little it is. You could just throw it in your bag, put it on your cheeks if you need a little touch up. That's it for my top 5 blushes. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite blush formula is. Did you like any of these, or do you have another one that you're obsessed with and you wear all the time and you love that line, you swear by it? I'd love to know. And of course, if you like this video and love the top 5 series, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. March BoxyCharm unboxing. I got this last night, so I'm excited to